back to Yoga with Sarah Ford. I'm Sarah Ford, and today in our beginners series we are going to be covering plank, which is a big one because it activates the entire body. So you get benefits of arm activation, shoulder strengthening, core stability, glutes and legs activation. You got it all. So we're going to get into it. There's many different ways to come into a plank, but we're going to start in our tabletop position, which is an older video in the beginner series. So coming on our hands and knees, checking in with our alignment here, making sure our shoulders are over our wrists. And already feeling that core activation. And from here, we're going to step our feet back. And this is a high plank. So thinking about our alignment and activation, starting at the feet, we're pushing our heels to the back of the mat, feeling activation in our legs and our glutes. Thinking about a straight line running from our heels up to our head. So our core is pulled up, our back isn't sinking or pushing up too high. An activation in our shoulders. And our gaze is a little bit ahead of us near the top of the mat. And you'll start to feel a full body activation, as I am now. And a variation you could take here is lowering onto your knees. So it just kind of removes your legs from the equation here. Still feeling that core activation even in this pose. This is just a nice little alternative. Another option here is you can place a blanket underneath your knees for comfort. And if you find your wrists are getting sore, you can also place a thin blanket underneath the heel of your wrist just for a little extra cushioning. There's another variation of the high plank, which is the low plank. So the low plank is just lowering onto your forearms. As such, checking in with your alignment here. Still a full body activation. And you can have your hands create a triangle like this. Or for more difficult activation, keeping your hands parallel. And then from here you can also lower to your knees for a modification. Whew. And those are the plank poses. You can always challenge yourself in how long you can hold a plank pose. That really helps build core and your stability. That's the plank pose. I encourage you to incorporate this into your practice throughout the week, starting in tabletop and then just extending your legs into that plank pose. Maybe challenge yourself and see how long you can hold it. And thank you for watching this video. I'll be back again next week with a new pose to cover. You can also follow me on Instagram at Yoga with Sarah Ford, where I post more actively and more consistently there. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely week, and namaste.